Hi everyone, Trishna here. Hope you're having a good weekend or a good start to your week. So, I know that the Senate impeachment trial for Trump is coming up not this week, but the week after. So, I wanted to look into how Trump is feeling about that. And then also, I know that a few of Trump's lawyers have left his defense team. And so, I want to look into what really happened there, which you can't really read or see on paper, and look deep down at the energetics of what's really going on with the lawyer team that just left, and also what's really going on with Trump. How is he really feeling as we move forward between now and the Senate impeachment trial? Not this week, but the week after. So, first, let's talk about why the lawyers left. So, when you look at the news and you read why the lawyers left, you'll see that the reason why they left is because Trump wanted to add some items to his defense that they didn't agree with. Trump wanted to add some allegations or continue to add allegations that there was voter fraud, and they didn't agree with that, and they weren't really sure how to proceed with that kind of argument or how to proceed with him and his defense. And so that's why they left the team, and that's why they left the team basically a week to a week and a half before his actual trial. And so that's what's really going on the surface level. But energetically, what's really going on is Trump is a mess. Trump made a mess, and Trump dumped a mess upon them. And so they felt really confused. They felt like this was such a mess. They didn't really know what to do with him or his defense to begin with. And part of the reason why that's happening is because Trump feels like a mess. And we'll talk about that as we go through this video. He feels like a mess. He created a mess. And so he's attracting messes into his life. That's why his life currently is a mess. That's why he's attracting more messes. And that's why even when he's working with his defense team, they feel like a mess. They are a mess, trying to deal with his mess. So that's really what's going on. So let's talk about how this whole mess occurred in the beginning. So the way that Trump ran his presidency and the way that he ran his campaign was through distraction. He manufactured chaos to create distractions. Now, we've talked about chaos in the past, and we've talked about how natural chaos is fine, but manufactured chaos is not good, right? It's manipulation. So he used chaos to distract all of us from the things that we should have been focusing on with regards to him. So if there's something he didn't want us to look into and we started getting too close, he would create chaos, create distractions, create drama somewhere else so that then everybody would be talking about that, then everybody would be focusing on that, and he could continue to hide whatever he was hiding. So he continuously spun up chaos that was manufactured. Now, what happens? So, when you have manufactured chaos, again, that is manipulation. Manipulation often involves lying. And we all know Trump is a huge liar. Almost everything that came out of his mouth is a lie. So, that all fits, right? When you have a lot of lies and you keep lying and lying and lying, those lies then turn into more lies to account for the previous lies. Eventually, that turns into a snowball that you can no longer control. So Trump has started to lose control of the lies that he told and of the chaos, the manufactured chaos that he created. Because he lost control of that, it is now creating chaos, wreaking havoc in his own life as well. Because chaos is its own kind of law, it's its own kind of natural law, its own kind of entity. And chaos is not something that likes to be controlled. So when you manufacture it, you're trying to manufacture, trying to control that chaos. And that's just really not how chaos works. Now, you can do that, obviously, he's done that. People do that, politicians do that. But eventually, if you utilize that over and over and over again, it really starts to snowball and starts to take on its natural form, which is out of control. You can no longer control what you were trying to control. You can no longer control that chaos. So that is essentially what happened. And so now Trump is basically in a place where he is so used to winning. He's so used to getting his way through good means, bad means, whatever he wanted, he didn't really care. If he needed to use lies, manipulation, hurting other people, fine, right? But regardless, he is so used to getting his own way. He's so used to having everything just work out for him. So good at living through the chaos, working with the chaos. And all of a sudden, that has failed him. All of a sudden, that didn't work the way that he expected it to work. He tried his best, but somehow everything started to crumble around him. So imagine living your entire life where you were able to make anything that you wanted to have happen. And then all of a sudden, there's that failure point. So he feels like he has lost his touch. He feels like he's lost his grip. He feels like a mess. He doesn't feel like he's in complete control anymore. and that is scary for him. So how he actually feels leading up to the trial is nervous, which would be funny or not funny, but it's interesting because when you look at the surface, you think he shouldn't be nervous because he has the votes. The Republicans in the Senate are all basically siding with him except for like five, right? So he has the votes. He's not going to get convicted, but he's nervous about it internally because he's so used to getting his own way and that has crumbled, and he feels like he's lost his grip, and he doesn't necessarily know that things are going to work out for him the way that he used to always know that things were going to work out for him because they always did, because he could always make that happen. So that's how he's feeling, and that's why the lawyers left. It's because of the way that he ran his campaign and his presidency through manufacturing chaos. And that chaos is now caught up with him, and they created that failure point. And, chances are he's going to be fine based off of the votes. But he does feel very nervous. He does feel concerned, and he's trying to keep it together. But again, he's lost his grip. Doesn't mean he has lost his grip for forever, right? He's having a down moment. But at this point in time, that is how he feels. So that is the energetics of what's really going on. That is the energetics of the chaos. That is the energetics of his past 4 to 5 years, and how that's really coming to play right now with everything that's going on. So I hope that this was interesting. Let me know your thoughts. Have you thought something similar? Do you disagree? Yeah, let me know what you're thinking. And if you like videos like this, come join us in the Facebook group. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video.